Okay, this video is a little bit about the parametric acceleration and how all that power gets put into the back of the golf ball. As I'm swinging the club into the golf ball, my hands are on a slightly in-out swing path, slightly. So they're moving away from the direction my hip is moving. It's parametric acceleration. The way my hip rotate is my left leg straightens. That pushes my hip upward and backward. My left shoulder is moving upward. It's not moving around with the rotation. Those two motions are accompanied by something that my right side of my body does that a lot of guys don't talk about. And the motion on my right side, you see it in pro swings like Couples, Dustin Johnson, Graham Powell does it, Lee Trevino used to do it really good. It's a side bend to the right, this rotation. So with the S&T swings, a side bend to the left with extension and rotation. Equally important is side bend to the right. If I can keep my right hip moving away from my toes instead of into my toes, the swing path of my club does change and it actually helps me rotate a lot better. Rotation isn't really rotation, it's more done with extension.
Looks like more extension.
Yeah, it's more of extensions in the body. You know, and the momentum, of course. I got parametric acceleration, hand moving more that way, hip moving this way, shoulder moving up, and this stays back. And that's really where I want to be at impact. You know, that's where I kind of find that guys who move off the ball have struggles, because on the back of the golf ball, you get their body moving in the same momentum of their arms. It's tough to stop and change directions. Whereas players who stay more on top of the ball, they don't have to move left very much.
Right.
They're already there. So they can just start their parametric motion away from the ball. If the right hip comes in towards the golf ball, what happens to the club? I'll show you from this downline view. That's the direction I'd like the club to come into the hitting area.
Right.
If my right hip starts to come forward, you notice the shaft of the club's dropping further behind me.
Right.
So we now know that the swing path is all spin. I just increased the spin enormously. If my club face is facing that direction, I block a huge right. If I get it back to square to my target, I've added a super book spin to it. If by chance, because I'm standing at the club face, sometimes for some players the club face will get a little close, now it's going left.
Yeah.
So that's so key for golfers.
I think that may be where I am right now.
Freddie Couples, Dustin Johnson, Graham McDowell, Lee Trevino, they all had that pelvic tilt. McDowell with a closed club face, and Dustin Johnson too, they seem to be able to hit the ball the way they want it.